Oh, hey, peace and blessings. Welcome back. My name is Master Cerberus. I've been practicing magic for more than 10 years now. In this video, I just want to give some general advice to new practitioners. Maybe if you've been practicing magic for a long time, you may also find value in this video. All right, first I just want to say, there are no rules to magic, right? But I just want to give you guys some advice, some insight. All right, some things that are very useful, some things that I've experienced in my journey, in my path, and things that help me now that I may not have did when I first started out. So the first piece of advice I want to give you is that everyone is a magician. Okay, some people are empaths and some people are sociopaths, right? Now this comes down to how sensitive you are to life, to yourself, to God, to the universe, to others, right? Very sensitive people are called empaths, right? People who are not sensitive, who cannot be sensitive, right? People who are not sensitive are called sociopaths, right? And when you consider that in the world of magic, right? Some people will feel your magic, some people won't. You get what I mean? Some people will just deny it. Some people can't. Some people just refuse to, right? Even Jesus was denied, you get what I mean, by his own followers. And his power was real. Some people just don't know how strong their energy is, how it affects other people. You get what I mean? You're either an empath or a sociopath, but everyone is a magician, right? Life itself is magical. God itself is magical. Right? Existence itself is magical. The next thing I want to remind you of is that tools are useful. Okay, spend your time, spend your resources acquiring magical tools. All right, if you're in that financial situation, okay, and if you're not, I would advise you to work harder to get inside of that financial state, right? If you do not have magical tools, your body will become the magical tool. All right, if you don't start using candles, your body may become like a candle. You'll start feeling fire, smoke inside of your body, right? If you don't have a compass, right, you will become a compass. A lot of people are searching for God and divinity and things like that, right? I would advise you to use a compass. All right, I rarely hear people talking about that tool, but I went years using some tools, not using others, right? But I would just advise you to get as many tools as you can. All right, if you don't have a wand, you don't have a staff, your hand will become a wand. Your hand will become the staff, right? So you can use tools to prevent certain energies from leaking into your body, right? Certain energies you have control over, certain spells, rituals you have control over, but you still don't want that affecting your physical body. All right, your soul is immortal, right? But your body has an expiration date, and that's very important. So use these tools to help strengthen your magic, but also to cause less harm to your body, right? If you don't use crystals, your body will become a crystal. And a little hint, it already is, If you don't use familiars, you might start shape-shifting into a familiar. You get what I mean? They might appear in a spiritual form, in an astral form. When you can put a familiar into a cat or into a dog, a lot of people put their familiars into their pets, into their birds, to their fish, right? So this energy needs somewhere to go. And that's ultimately what it is. The energy needs somewhere to go. If you don't use a tool, it will go into your body eventually. It may take years, but that energy will start to build up, like miasma. All right, the next piece of magical advice I'm going to give you is to know that everything you do works. All right, you have to have faith when you're practicing these things, these divine things, these divine practices. Have faith, keep your faith strong. Okay, you may just not be in the dimension that it works in. And this is something I had to learn. There's certain people, certain realities where my magic works 100% of the time, all the time. Everything I do works. In this reality that I'm in, it may be harder for me to see it. Sometimes other people see your magic more than you do. You know what I mean? So maybe just because you're not seeing the results, doesn't mean that it isn't affecting people. Doesn't mean that it's not coming to you. You get what I mean? It may just take some time for you to see that manifestation, but know that it's working. All right, moving on. Offerings are better than no offerings. Okay, if you're working with spirits, depending on your soul, maybe you know these spirits already. Maybe you've been related to these spirits in your past life and things like that. You get what I mean? But when you start to work with spirits, I would advise you to offer things, offer things that are valuable to you, offer things that it took you time to acquire, offer things that these spirits may like. Okay, most spirits aren't jealous, right? But there are some jealous spirits that you may come into contact with. There may be some more darker spirits, right, who may get jealous of you, who may start becoming envious of you. You can work with a spirit for years and not offer them anything and have a positive relationship and see results from your work with them, right? But one day they may require an offering, so if you're not that type of person, you don't want to start making offerings and things like that, I wouldn't advise you to work with spirits, to be honest with you. A lot of my spirits I work with don't require me to offer them anything. I still do. You get what I mean? But there's certain spirits who will actually demand an offering, be required of you. It's not a joke. It's not something you can just get out of. You get what I mean? If you don't give them their offering, you might start seeing negative energy come your way. Pick which spirits you work with wisely. Spirits who connect with you, relate with you, but be okay giving offerings. You get what I mean? Especially if you start dabbling in spiritual relationships and things of that nature. A spiritual partner may want more offerings than a spiritual guide. Next, a piece of advice I would give you, which may be the most important, and I think they're all pretty important though, is to never tell anyone that you practice magic. A lot of people believe, there's strength in numbers and things like that. But God created the world by himself. You get what I mean? You are God, right? You have all the power in the world. You get what I mean? And you're going to fall out with so many people, right? You may be cool with people for years, right? But friendships don't last forever. And the knowledge that you are a magician may come back to bite you. People may start to praise you and pray and want your energy. Like, man, I remember this guy. He used to practice magic. People will start to fiend your energy. If your positive energy, your positive spells are going out into the world, but no one knows it's you. It just becomes a part of the world, right? Part of the air. But if someone knows your energy, someone knows your energy signature, right? They can trace that energy back to you and become like a vulture, like a leech, like a parasite. I've been friends with dozens of people who I'm not friends with anymore. Most of those people do not know I practice magic. I haven't heard from any of them, right? But a lot of people I know who, they knew I practiced magic, I knew they practiced magic, right? They will start to want your energy. And that's just the truth of the matter. Unless you're trying to make this a career or something like that, you get what I mean? Or you're just in that reincarnation, you're in that incarnation where it doesn't matter to you. But I think for most people, I would not tell anyone that I practice magic. Occult means secret. You get what I mean? Keep certain things secret. Some people will be scared of you. Some people will literally start worshiping you. It's cool to be God and stuff like that. I don't like worshipers or nothing. I don't want no one worshiping me. I don't want people praying, oh please Cerberus, help me. Like, go talk to the other guy. Talk to God, talk to someone else. You get what I mean? And truly, other magicians will know you're a magician just by your essence, just by your aura. There will be tells. You get what I mean? You don't have to actually tell someone verbally. They should be able to pick up that energy, right? You work with your third eye. You work with spirit guides and things like that. Most magicians will just pick up that energy. My friends who I've done the most powerful group spells with and things like that, we never had to say, oh yeah, we practice magic, or yeah, we're this, we're that. No, like, we already knew. It took a day to know. It took 30 minutes to figure that out. You get what I mean? So I wouldn't tell anyone. The people who need to know will already know, to be honest with you. I'm just doing this publicly. It's something I've already dealt with. I'm fine dealing with more of that. You get what I mean? I'm also trying to reach a lot of people. If I wasn't actually trying to reach people and I didn't already tell people I was a magician in real life, I wouldn't tell anyone else. I would keep it a secret if I was you. Nothing's good has came with telling people I practice magic. Spiritually. Like, people tell me, I've healed them, I brought them to God, I've answered their questions. You get what I mean? I made them see things more clearly before YouTube. You get what I mean? And that's cool, that's what I'm here to do. Like, I'm grateful for that. But I don't need anyone knowing I practice magic, and they're in hell and they're in their negative state, and they're like, man, I need someone, anyone, please get me out of this negative state. And they come knocking on your spiritual door. You get what I mean? They come blowing up your spiritual phone, stuff like that. Especially those people you're not even friends with anymore. You get what I mean? The people who make unconditional love very difficult. Next thing I want to tell you is that love produces results. Okay, you will get way farther in your manifestations, in your spells, actually loving yourself. Okay, if you are still hating yourself, you still carry self-hate, right? You're still depressed, those are the first things you need to be working on. Work past that depression and you'll be able to manifest more. Work past those negative self-thoughts, those negative beliefs, and your spells will be more powerful. Your magic will be more powerful. If you do end up in a relationship with someone who practices magic, both of you guys' energy will increase. A healthy relationship, your spells will be way more powerful. Your connection with God will be way more powerful. It'll be like a time of catalyst in your life, right? The highest form of God is love. So when you love yourself, you'll be closer to that highest form of God. You'll be able to practice those higher forms of magic. You'll have better manifestations, better results. But if you are feeling negative, don't feel bad about doing magic in your negative state, but do things to get you out of that negative state first. Then you can focus on other things. All right, these are not laws, but this is just some advice from my time practicing magic. All right, it is a principle of intention and action. All right, this is a lot of earth energy, but I want you to lock into your intention and your action, right? Like it's a seed. Okay, my intentions and my actions are for wealth, health, the good of people, charity, love. You get what I mean? These are my intentions, these are my actions, right? Other people, other spirits will come into your life and they will not be locked on to their actions and their intentions, right? They may mean one thing, do another thing. They may say something, really feel another way, right? People have fake intentions. People disguise their intentions, disguise their actions, do things in the dark, stuff like that. Are afraid of themselves, afraid of their true self, don't want to show their true self, etc., right? But the spirits that practice magic, who will help you, your guardian angels, your spirit guide, God even, they understand your true action and your true intention, right? These other lower spirits, these lower people will say, oh, well, he's not doing anything, or she did this, and they added that to the spell. You get what I mean? They added that to the ritual. They was wearing this. You get what I mean? And they'll try to be nitpicky, okay? And they'll try to distract you, right? You're going 80 miles per hour. They want you to go 75. They're acting like you're going way too fast. You get what I mean? They want you to go 75. Or you're going 80. They want you to go 90. You're too slow, right? A lot of times they don't even have a car. You get what I mean? So stay with your intention, your action. You get what I mean? Make it good, make it acceptable, make it perfect. You get what I mean? You should not worry about anything else. You can't control other people's intentions or actions. Only your own. You're practicing magic. Your intention, your action is for a spell to go a certain way, right? But you add one wrong ingredient. The universe thinks you're wrong. Some spirits think you're wrong, right? You add a wrong ingredient, okay? You know better. You can try to redo it. You get what I mean? It'll be different because it's a different time, right? Different astrology, but okay, this is my first time using this ingredient. This is my first time using this tool. Practice makes perfect. You get what I mean? But your intention was still what it was. Your action was still what it was, right? So don't be too worried about like the small details. Try to perfect yourself. Try to be better. You get what I mean? Try to be more in line with the universe, your true self. Nothing can go wrong, right? But certain spirits, certain other people will say, you did this wrong, right? When they're not doing any magic at all. Oh, you said this wrong, you did the wrong thing, but they're not doing nothing. You get what I mean? So don't let like lower spirits distract you for real, right? You can still learn, you can still get better, but don't get distracted, don't get angry. All right, this is my last piece of advice. All right, God will break the rules for you. Okay, in the Bible, right, God has broke the rules for a lot of people. All right, they say, oh, you gotta wait till you die to go to heaven, things like that, right? Enoch went to heaven, right? They say, oh, only negative spirits go to hell. You gotta be wicked, blasphemous, right? Jesus went to hell and also brought some people back with him. You know, there's evidence you don't have to stay in hell forever or heaven forever. God will bend the rules for you, right? Oh, Jesus is walking on water. Oh, he's so special, son of God, right? But Peter was walking on water, right? And Jesus called Peter Satan, right? Who was also his disciple. You know, these rules are fake. You get what I mean? These rules are subject to be broken and bent, right? We're God's children. You get what I mean? He spoils us. You know, especially you're practicing magic. He'll spoil you. He'll do things for you that he won't do for anyone else. All right, know that. You're a chosen one for a reason, right? So don't be afraid of anything in this world. You get what I mean? Like when they say fear nothing but God, like that's literally a thing. Fear nothing. Not the devil, not hell, not your neighbor, whatever. Not a gun. Not a spell gone wrong. You get what I mean? Not, oh, I missed the full moon, or I missed the portal, I missed the, you know, none of that. You get what I mean? The rules are meant to be broken. You know, we really make the rules, you know, make your own rules. Remember, be happy, you get what I mean? Be respectful, be honorable, right? But we make the rules. But peace and blessings. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, peace.